stations are already there, but we added locations we added testing locations, and we are doing more work in tropicals. Okay, so we did not have a program in Northern Australia. We just started in Brazil, and we added work in Uruguay, for example. We started working in England now. We added location in Germany. So we add a lot of testing locations at least. The breeding stations were mostly there. I haven't done much. Well, I think in my present role, it's more combining the teams, coordinating between them. I think we do a bit more than what we did in the past. But the biggest role is for the breeders and their teams, and it's not only the breeder that does the work; it's the whole team. If the person that has to put seed in a package, and he does the wrong thing, the breeder is help. So it's always the whole team. So I think my biggest achievement is to keep things going in a proper way, make sure people work together. Also internationally, that the French breeder knows what the Dutch breeder does, and that the US guy works with the French guy, and that's my job. And the biggest achievement is probably to keep that thing together, and just keep things going and coordinating things and managing the budgets, make sure that our owners are aware that we do need this research and we do need funding for it. Keep things going and make sure that everyone does the right thing. And breeders are independent people. They do their own thing, and they should do their own thing. And they're well educated, and some are better educated than I am. They're modern. I'm not a molecular biologist. I don't know that. So the breeders know what to do. I don't need to tell them what to do. But I need to make them aware that they're not alone in the world, that they have to work with other people in our group. And that's my job. New varieties are always exciting, so the biggest honor for a breeder is to have the new variety on top of the list, and we have those varieties, so in a lot of countries we are topping the list, in Australia, New Zealand, in Europe, in France, in Germany, in England, so we are doing a good job in breeding, so, and those varieties are coming out all the time, so. The other thing, if you say, well, what is exciting in plant breeding in general is specific traits, and you can make those with gene editing or with mutation breeding. Okay, so gene editing is going to bring new technologies to the agricultural world, and we're involved in that. So we can expect in the next 10 years that we'll have varieties that are created with gene editing, and there's new laws being passed or being discussed that will open up the world, and that these technology can be applied to varieties. So that will have a major impact on plant breeding and on agriculture.